Hi, it's Mrs. Pope, and today we're going to talk about geometric series. Our goal is to find the nth term, write an equation for the nth term, and find the geometric mean. So there's three different things that we're going to do. Key concept here, the nth term of a geometric series can be found by this equation. A sub n is equal to the first term times the common ratio to the power of n minus 1. So here's our first example, real world. Suppose you forward a post online to 4 of your friends, who then forward it to 4 of their friends, and so on and so forth. So everybody forwards it to 4 more people. How many people will receive the email on the 9th round of forwarding? Take a guess right now, actually. Just think in your mind, come up with any number. How many do you think after that 9th time, not adding them all up, but just on that 9th time, how many people are receiving that email? All right, let's take a look. So A sub 1 is 4, because when you initially send it, you send out 4. So the first number of people that get it is 4. And then the ratio, it's multiplying by 4 each time, because when they get it, they do 4. And then the number of times we're looking for is 9. So what we want to figure out is, we're going to use this to figure out the 9th term, the value of the 9th round of forwarding. So A sub 9 is going to be equal to 4, because we want A sub 1, times 4 to the power of 9 minus 1. So now think of your number that you had in your head. Was it anywhere close to this? 262,114. So this is why people and companies like to tell you, hey, try this link and then forward it out. Because look how many people they can reach simply in 9 different cycles. Only in the first 9 cycles, and it keeps going from there. All right, so example 2, we're going to write an equation for the nth term. We have this sequence here. We have 1/2, 2, 8, 32. If you want to figure out what the common ratio is, we divide, take 2 divided by 1/2, you're going to get 4. 8 divided by 2, you're going to get 4. 32 divided by 8, you're going to get 4. So I can see this is times 4, times 4, times 4. So A1, 0.5, the common ratio, 4, and we just plug those in to write the equation. So A sub n is equal to 0.5 times 4 to the power of n minus 1. That's it. All right, B. Here, we still want to write the equation. We have A4 and we have R. But notice we're missing A1. We need A1 to be able to write the equation. So, use what you have to get what you need. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take the information that we have from A4 to help us figure out what A1 is. So, A4 is 5. Let's use the formula with A4. So, A4 is equal to A1 times, we know what the rate is, to the power of 4 minus 1. So here we can figure out, we know that A4 is 5, so 5 is equal to A1 times 6 cubed. So 5 is equal to 216 times A1. We're going to divide by 216, divide by 216, and you're going to have A1, and let's just leave it as a fraction, 5 over 216. So now that we have A1, let's write our formula. A sub n is equal to 5 2/16 times 6 to the power of n minus 1. Done. So you must find A1 first, and then you can write your formula. All right. Last example, find the geometric means. What that means, we want to find the numbers that are missing in between. So we know the first, we know the last, but we don't know the numbers in between. And the way that we figure this out is we find n, find r, and then we'll use r to help us count. So they already told us it's geometric, so we know it does have to have an r. So the total number of terms is 5. So we know that n is equal to 5. That's how many terms we have. So let's use a sub n is equal to a sub 1 times r to the n minus 1. And we're going to use a sub 5 is equal to, we know a sub 1, it's 2. And do we know r? Nope. Times r, but we do know, we're looking for a sub 5, so this will be 5 minus 1. So, and we know what a sub 5 is, the final term. So 1250 is equal to 2r to the 4th. So if we divide by 2, then we're going to get 625 is equal to r to the 4th. And we need to take the 4th root. You can use your calculator to do this. So you take the 4th root. And because it's an even root, we need to have plus or minus. So r is going to be plus or minus 5. That means there's actually two possibilities. We could have, if we add 5 to each time, we would have times 5. 2 times 5 would be 10, times 5 would be 50, times 5 would be 250, times 5 would be 1250. That's if we use the positive 5. If we use the negative 5, we would still start with 2, but we'd end up with negative 10, times negative 5 would be positive 50, times negative 5 would be negative 250, times negative 5 would be positive 1250. So there are two different possibilities here because we ended up with a 4th root, an even root. So you would want to make sure you have both of these listed for the geometric means because either one could be correct. Thanks for watching, and remember, you are responsible for your own learning.